Let's start with Genesis, the book of beginnings, where creation starts and Joseph's dreams start the spin. Exodus comes next, with Moses leading the way, from slavery to freedom, the grand Passover day. Then we have Leviticus, laws for the priesthood, making the way for sacrifices, just as God said it would. Numbers counts the people, the tribes we find, wandering in the desert, always unconfined. Deuteronomy repeats the law, a second glance, Moses gives the final call, Israel's last chance. Now we move to Joshua, who leads to the land, faith conquers giants, all by God's hand. Judges reminds us of heroes who rise, Deborah and Gideon, with faith as their prize. Ruth tells a story of loyalty and love, a Moabite woman, in the lineage above. 1 Samuel brings Saul, then comes David's reign, the rise of a kingdom, through joy and through pain. 2 Samuel concludes David's great plan, a united kingdom, led by God's hand. 1 Kings is Solomon's wise reign, building the temple, glory and pain. 2 Kings follows the kingdom's decline, prophets arise, giving visions divine. Now we have Chronicles, a retelling of the past, genealogy and worship, a legacy to last. Ezra returns to rebuild, Nehemiah's walls stand tall, a story of restoration, a faith-filled call. Esther's bravery in a kingdom so grand, saving her people with courage at hand. Job questions suffering, through trials he speaks, a man of great faith, though he seems so weak. Psalms lifts the heart in songs of praise, David's emotions in poetic displays. Proverbs shares wisdom, the fear of the Lord, a guide for our paths, in truth we're restored. Ecclesiastes teaches the meaning of life, finding joy and purpose amid all the strife. Song of Songs sings of love so divine, a beautiful romance, where lovers entwine. Isaiah prophesies the coming of peace, with a Savior foretold, our hopes would increase. Jeremiah speaks with a heart filled with pain, lamenting the nation that strayed from the lane. Lamentations mourns for a city in grief, but hope still remains, in God is our belief. Ezekiel's visions of dry bones arise, a promise of hope, God's plans realize. Daniel stands firm, in a lion's den wide, a story of faith, as he won't be denied. Hosea loves deeply, despite Israel's sin, a faithful reminder of the love from within. Joel speaks of the Spirit, a revival foretold, in the last days we'll witness the bold. Amos calls justice, a voice for the meek, showing compassion is what we should seek. Obadiah warns of pride's great fall, a reminder of humility to us all. Jonah runs away, but God calls him back, a fishy adventure, on the right track. Micah speaks softly of justice and grace, foretelling a Savior who will take our place. Nahum brings comfort against foes who will fall, as God's wrath is promised, he answers the call. Habakkuk questions but then finds the way, to trust in God's plan, even in dismay. Zephaniah speaks of the day of the Lord, a time of great judgment, his truth will be poured. Haggai encourages rebuilding the place, God's house in glory, a holy space. Zechariah shares visions, great hope to inspire, a promise of coming joy, setting hearts afire. Malachi warns of returning to grace, a messenger comes, to prepare the place.